parties, conventions. Is it always? It's not always the same type of art, obviously.
No, we specifically tailor our art to the event. So yeah, we've done weddings, and we did like the couple, like one of their engagement photos, or we've done several events for car companies like Fiat and BMW and Mini Cooper and stuff. So lots of cars, and then we get to do these kind of fun conventions, and
even then we like tailor our art, so like more anime based, more sci-fi based, or anything like that. So
exactly.
I like the imagery of you two doing the wedding imagery, because my first thought is you two telling the bride and groom, okay, I know the reception's in 2 hours, but you're going to need to be here a little longer.
Yeah, exactly. Hold still just a little longer.
Please tell me those are tears of joy.
Yeah.
I grew up with one brother, and he's 6 years younger than I am. I couldn't imagine what it's like growing up with a sibling who's the exact same age.
I really like it.
It's actually pretty much the best.
A lot of times people are like, oh, you probably think that, your other twin is like stealing your identity or something. I'm like, no, I love sharing my birthday. Like the best part of my birthday is giving her a gift, or like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that really people's reactions? They think that
a lot of
growing up twins is like single white female?
Well, it's like a lot of people I think it's two people, so you're dividing everything by two, when really you're multiplying everything by two. So yeah, we really like it. I mean, we're best friends, so getting to do our art and
built-in game partners. A lot of people don't have that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's true. My brother, the only thing he helped me with was a pain modifier.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we always thought if we had another sibling, we'd like an older brother or something.
For the teasing, for the protection.
I think more for like an elder sibling, kind of protecting.
Though I don't know, I think that would also work out with twins, because I feel like when there's already a set of twins and then a younger sibling, that younger sibling can be like easily forgotten and left out.
But isn't that how most anime start? The overbearing siblings, and you must break out and prove yourself.
That's true. That's true.
Become the hero.
Were you two always artistically inclined?
We were, yeah. I think we've been always drawing and like coloring since we were good. And it wasn't until we were about 16 though that we were like, this might be a career.
Yeah.
And we made it happen.
Yeah, chalking for us, we started in high school, and we just did local street competitions in Orlando, and it was always so much fun for us. And then we kind of put it aside while we went to college. We both got our degrees in art, and once we came back after we graduated, we were like, well, we want to do something with our degrees, and we always had so much fun doing chalk art, so what if we just rolled with that,
That was the other interesting thing I got out of your bios as I was reading up, was that you started with chalk in high school.
Yeah.
And that just brings up the image of the teacher telling someone to clean the backboard. He turns around.
Wait,
as for clean, what's with the landscape?
Well, and that's another thing too, is I really appreciate our high school art teacher, who really tried to get all of her students to work on a large scale. Because I know so many artists are, like, they come up to us and they're like, I would never be able to do something that big.
Doing this medium for so long, for both aspects, the large scale and the like non-permanent ephemeral aspect of it, it makes, because a lot of artists are like, this is my copy, I would never want to sell it because this is the best thing I've ever done, and we're like, here, I have a picture, just take it.
You speak of the ephemeral nature of chalk. Has there been any bad accidents during your work while you're trying to do something?
We've had pretty good luck all in all. Well, and we do most of our work inside now, but when we were working more like outside doing street art, probably the saddest time was we were doing a mural
In Tampa.
for McDonald's. It was their 25th anniversary of the Monopoly game that they have out.
So yeah, we did it, at the board, and then we started doing like another mural, like a 3D Happy Meal kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was because we did that more in the later of the day. I don't know if you know anything about Florida, but afternoon rainstorms are 100% chance given.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
this wasn't just rain. This was like
The heavens,
like,
heavens
yeah.
opened up.
And so I was like, no, we can do this.
I
We
have
had
I have like 5 more fries to draw here.
We had a tent, but as like I was drawing the fries, and then the other side was like washing away, and we're like, no.
Eventually you just had to give up, but
It sounds like you were sitting out there in denial as the rain's going on. This is
she
going
was. The bottom was getting washed away. She's like, no, I got this.
Now, I haven't heard. What are your particular fandoms? You guys have worked so many events. No one's asked you anything that I know of
Like
about
what we
comic books,
personally
anime,
enjoy?
yeah, science fiction, anything.
Yeah, that isn't a question we get a whole lot.
No. Well, we like very diverse things. The thing that got us into the whole fandom thing is Harry Potter, though.
Yeah.
So that's where we started. That's our home base. And
Well, and we would watch like Star Trek Enterprise with our father growing up. So, and we read like Lord of the Rings when we were like in middle school.
Yeah.
So we do enjoy, and I think it's kind of shown in our art that we really enjoy sci-fi, fantasy, and anime. Probably the most. We don't know too much about gaming, but
we're trying.
We're trying.
Tabletop games we got. The video games.
We don't. I feel like it's
Tabletop,
such a.
you mean like Parker Brothers, or do you mean Dungeons and Dragons?
like
Yeah.
no, we haven't played Dungeons and Dragons before,
Not
but
too
like
many role playing, but like Carcassonne and
Settlers of Catan.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. You want a good Harry Potter story?
Yes.
I took my daughter to one of her first comic book conventions about 2 years ago. A huge Harry Potter fan. Lady was selling replica wands for about $25. She behaved for the weekend, so I told her okay. She picked up Harry Potter's wand. We get about 6 feet away, and she waves it and says something to me and points at me, and nothing happens. And all she does is raise an eyebrow, just like you did. Turns a wand over in her hand and says, "Huh, guess it only works if you're British."
Oh my goodness.
I had to walk back to my wife and said, "Okay, she wins."
Yes.
So funny. Yeah, I just have to say it in an accent.
Yep.
That's cool. That's great.
Really funny.
Now, your guest here, where has your work been displayed? Like previously, does it end up in walls of museums? Do people preserve it and just hold on to it, or is it more transitory for them as well?
No, it's actually been a lot of our work are in homes, people's homes, and what we like the most is like after we do events, people will send us pictures of it hung up in their space, and
There was one time though where it was on a birthday cake.
yeah,
That was I keep forgetting about that because it was so
that was
early on.
really
but-
fun.
It sounds difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, they we have a top art that we made, and their whole theme was like
Avatar.
and that kind of thing. And they
So
saw
they messaged us, they're like, could we please put your art on
On a
like
cake.
on a cake? And we're like, okay.
yeah, that's cool.
Okay, that wasn't quite what I expected. When you mentioned birthday cake, I'm trying to imagine you shaving chalk onto the
No.
top of the cake.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Nobody cough.
Yeah.
Or blowing out the candles would be horrible.
Yeah.
That threw me sideways. What other projects or events are on the horizon for you two?
Yeah, actually, most of our summer is pretty booked now. After this, we fly out to Atlanta for MomoCon, and then we'll be driving from there up to Sandusky, Ohio for Colossal Con. And then we have like a 2-week break where we're doing Ocala Comic Con, Anime Expo, and Tokyo and Tulsa, like kind of back to back to back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not Comic-Con in the middle?
Yeah, right? Just throw that in there.
Simple.
Yeah.
I have a quick question actually regarding your art. Is there any particular chalk you use to do your art?
It's soft pastels.
Oh, okay.
So a few different brands of that. We have
Our favorites are Koss,
Yeah.
or our alternatives.
And then we have
A local maker of chalk in Tampa.
Nice.
which I mean, just like Rembrandt and other things, they're more expensive, so we only get them like on special occasions or like we need that one color.
Mhm.
But
Right.
yeah, so that's what we use.
Okay, cool. I asked because I'm an artist myself.
Oh, nice.
shit.
And there was a time in my life where I did chalk art at my school. It was funny. One time, I just like decided just to make some chalk art like one day, like because apparently nobody was doing it. It was for the week, so I ended up just getting some. And what I ended up doing is because of where the community college I went to is Napa Valley College, and like there's the cafeteria. I think has this big wide open cement space. So what I ended up doing is I ended up just remaking the what was the game? The old game where you man, I'm totally blanking right now.
I like how you say old game and you look right at me.
Space Invaders. There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I just recreated Space Invaders
Right there, right
on the cement. Took a picture later on. You know, guy come up to me like, "It's pretty cool art," and I was like, "Thanks."
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Are you from this area? Or,
I'm in NorCal, so.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
That's what I like about being in Florida and also in California is that the weather just really permits you to be outside and
Most of the year.
Yeah.
and get creative.
Except there are days like today that threaten constantly.
Is it? I really haven't been outside
It
too
is
much.
drab gray and it looks even darker than it did yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
See, but that confuses me because
Yeah.
we were just in the Bay Area, and it's like, oh, so it looks like it's going to rain, but then it just
Doesn't.
clears up.
Yeah, with those clouds that big, I mean, it's a definite in
And
Florida.
that coverage.
Yeah.
Maybe it just has to do with the area. We're in the middle of this nice 4-year drought where it seems like the whole time the weather's going maybe. Nope.
No, not today.
No.
Not today.
Teasing.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Does anybody ask you guys for pictures when you're in the midst of everything, like they want to order something later?
Well, what do you mean
Like a
exactly?
commission?
Yes.
Oh,
We have had that, and
Yeah.
we've been like,
I-
oh, we've worked 8 hours at least a day.
or
10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to do your commission afterwards.
Yeah, I think it was Dragon Con in Atlanta that we did, and a father came up with his son, and he was like, "I would love a commission of him in like his costume. Would it be possible to do that?" And
We're
we're
like,
like,
"Yes."
yeah. Usually, it's like a month turnaround time. And he was like, "Oh,
I expected it
thinking
tomorrow."
I was thinking tomorrow. Yeah."
And we're like, oh. No.
That's one of those times where you just take a bag of chalk dust. No, vanish!
Exactly.
You have anything else?
I have nothing else.
Because they have a panel set up they got to get to.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
All right.
I have nothing
Well,
else.
great meeting you.
So
Fun.
nice